All right, I'm on the phone with Maine Maritime Academy head football coach Chris McKenney. And Coach, this is going to be the start of a Monday morning football coaches show. I thank you for taking the time to do this with us. And for anybody who thinks that a life of a football coach, what we know is full on during football season, but you've had a departmental meeting for 2 hours this morning, Monday on Labor Day.
Yes, we have, but that's okay. We just go about our business. Thanks, Chris, for having us on a radio show weekly here, and we're excited to do this every week.
All right, a rough start to the season. Tell us about the game this past Saturday.
Yeah, it was a disappointing start to the season. We had a great preseason. We came out of spring ball last spring and into the preseason, with great enthusiasm, and the kids worked real hard. We had a great scrimmage preseason game against UMass Dartmouth last week. So going out to SUNY Maritime, we felt confident and good, and just for whatever reason, it just didn't come together real well for us. There was, a number of missed assignments, and we got off to a tough start with a down 14-0 pretty quickly, and we rebounded a little bit in the middle of the game, but never really put together what we thought would have been a pretty good game for us.
Well, at least you have now an off week before playing at home against Mass Maritime for a homecoming on the 19th. So tell us about the plans for this week. Obviously, is it back to beginning, or where do you go?
No, I think we're all disappointed. The coaches, the players, I don't think we put together consistency in any of the three phases of the game, and we know we can do it. So it's not like we've had one opportunity. We've got 8 more in front of us, including, like you said, a big game for the Admirals Cup coming up. And we do have a couple weeks to prepare for that. But they had yesterday off, they'll have today off, and then we're back at it with them practicing tomorrow. And I think we'll just get back to the things that we know we can do. And for whatever reasons, some of those things didn't happen in the game. But I think that there's still a lot of confidence and a lot that can be done for this season. So it's not a total loss here. We've got one game that obviously we did not play well in, and we need to improve in a number of areas, and still fine-tune some things as far as rotations and who's getting a look as we come out of the first game of the season. But they're already excited to get back on the field, which makes it tough when you have an open date. You'd like to get back out there quickly and put a better game together. But I think we'll have great enthusiasm and work ethic this coming week, even though we don't play. They all know how important this game with Mass Maritime is coming up on homecoming weekend, and they're frustrated and disappointed, and so I know we're going to get a great work ethic out of them for the next 2 weeks. That's
probably a good feeling to have, that bus ride coming home. It had to be some kind of somber.
Yeah, we don't want them hanging their heads too long. I mean, that's but they were disappointed, and we'll show them the film tomorrow, and and we're going to move on from it, and we're going to learn from what we did wrong. And we did have some young players playing out there that were getting their feet wet for the first time, and some others that are, sophomores that are starting their first game. So I think that again, we're looking to improve greatly from what we did on Saturday, and so we move on quickly from these things, and that'll be the message, is that we're going to learn from the film and learn from what we did on Saturday. But as soon as that film's done, we're going to go back to what we do, and that's prepare for Mass Maritime.
It's a huge transition from high school football to collegiate football.
Well, I think it is. There's a lot of differences, and some of them have to be, whether it be special teams, they're on a number of special teams as freshmen, or some of them are even playing. I had 2 receivers that were in the 3-man rotation at wide receiver, and we had a tight end that was a freshman that started for us. And we had in the offensive line a couple of sophomores that hadn't played any games yet, and they're going to get better. They all, I think, played pretty decent for their first experiences, and that's going to happen. It's a big difference between stepping up from high school to college, and I think they'll continue to get better.
coming home, I mean, is it easier? Obviously, it's got to be easier playing at home. You're in the routine. When you went out to SUNY New York, I mean, you were left on Thursday or Friday morning?
No, we left early Friday morning.
Yeah.
We're no excuses. We've been on the road before.
Right.
We take a number of long trips, and that really wasn't any part of it. I think that as they came out of the locker room, they were ready to play, and they knew what they had to do. It's just we didn't really do the assignments and the things that I think we were prepared to do, and we got behind early and kind of snowballed from there, and certainly we'll get back to work. And whether we're playing at home or playing away, we don't really worry too much about that. It'll be great to be home, and it'll be homecoming, so there'll be a lot of excitement. But we need to be able to take the bus ride and win on the road, and we've done that in past years, and we certainly want to win our home games in front of our home fans also.
Okay. Well, not a great way to start the season, but a great way to start our coaches' shows. We'll talk to you next Monday. We'll find out how the week's practice has gone, and then also what you're going to do, and give us a little bit of the keys to victory against Maine, Massachusetts Maritime on the 19th.
Okay. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks very much, Coach.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Coach.